I mean, nobody goes out and kills someone without a motive. You know, not unless it's just plain nuts, right?
He was in prison once. He was known to be a compulsive gambler and a pretty consistent loser. He spent a lot of time in neighborhood bars, and he'd get into fistfights sometimes after a couple of drinks, usually over a woman. He was a tough, cruel, primitive kind of man who never held a job for more than 6 months in his life. So here are a few possibilities. He could have been murdered by one of many men he served time with in prison.
He sees the boy running out of the house. Right. He saw the boy.
Check it, and don't forget the woman across the street. She looked right through an open window and saw the boy stab his father. Now, isn't that enough for you?
Windows of the last 2 cars. She remembered the most insignificant details. I don't see how you can argue with that.
No, calm down.
No, I got a good mind of belting one.
Oh, no, come on, no, look.
Did you see him? The nerve, the absolute nerve.
It's all right. Forget about it. It's not important. You know what I mean?
This isn't a game. Who does he think he's dealing with here?
How long? Take a guess.
I wouldn't have the slightest idea.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Nobody pays any attention to him. He's been nothing all his life. Never been recognized, had his name in the newspapers. I think I know him better than anyone here. Not easy to be a man like that. It's a very sad thing to be nothing. A man like this needs to be recognized, to be listened to be quoted just once. This is very important. A man like this could not recede into the background just like that.
Now, wait a minute.
Logical progression of facts. Let's keep it there.
Facts may be colored by the personalities of the people who present them.
This phrase, how many times have each of us used it? Probably hundreds. I could kill you for that, darling. If you do that once more, Junior, I'm going to kill you. Come on, Rocky! Kill him! Think so? He's much too bright for that.
Bright? He's a common ignorant slob. Huh? He don't even speak good English.
And years later, someone else has confessed to the crime. Sometimes the facts that are staring you in the face are wrong.
I'm talking to him, not you. Get a load of this guy. Look, the kid had his own lawyer, right? And the lawyer presented his case, not you. How come you got so much to say?
The lawyer was court appointed.
What does that mean?
Well, it could mean a lot of things. It could mean he didn't want the case. It could mean he resented being appointed. It's the kind of case that brings him nothing. No money, no glory, not even much chance of winning. He'd have to really believe in his client to put up a good fight. As you pointed out a minute ago, he obviously didn't.
Well, sure he didn't. Who the hell could except God come to earth or somebody?
Kyle, the boy looks guilty, but maybe if we look a little deeper.
Oh, come on.
Oh, there's a question I would like to ask. Now, we assume that the boy committed murder, that he stabbed his father in the chest and ran away. This was at 10 minutes after 12, yeah? Now, how was the boy caught by the police? He came back at 3 o'clock or so and was captured by 2 detectives in the hallway of his house. Now, my question is this. If the boy had really killed his father, why would he come back 3 hours later? Wouldn't he be afraid of being caught?
If I were the boy and I'd, done the stabbing and everything, I think I'd take a chance and come back and get the knife. I bet he thought that nobody saw him doing it and that the body hadn't been discovered yet. I mean, after all, it was the middle of the night. He probably thought they wouldn't find the body till the next day.
The woman from across the street testified that the moment after she saw the killing, that is, the moment after the L train went by, she screamed and then went to telephone the police. Now, the boy most certainly would have heard that scream and known that somebody saw something. Now, if he had killed his father, I don't think he would have come back if he would have murdered that man.
He might have heard the scream. Perhaps it wasn't very loud. And two, if he did hear it, he may not have connected it with his own act. Remember, he lived in a neighborhood where screams were fairly common.
Did run out in a panic. Did calm down 3 hours later and came back to try to get the knife, risking being caught by the police. Maybe all those things are so, but maybe they're not. I think there's enough doubt to make us wonder whether he was there at all during the time the killing took place.
Out of the house? He's twisting the facts here. I'm telling you. Did the old man see the kid running out of the house or not? Well, did you, didn't
He says he did.
What? How you like that? He says he did, huh? Well, did the woman see the kid stick the knife into his father's body? Because you know, she said she did. You make it out like it don't matter what people think or say. You believe what you want to believe, and what you don't want to believe, you don't. What kind of way is that? What do you suppose these people get on the witness stands for? Huh? Their health? I'm telling you, man, the facts are getting twisted around here. Witnesses are being doubted, and there's no reason for it.
Witnesses can make mistakes.
Oh, yeah, sure they can. When you need them to, they sure can.
All right, let's hold the yelling down, please.
Well, you keep saying that. But maybe what we need is a little yelling around here. All these guys are going off every which way. Did you hear the scream? Didn't hear the scream? What difference does it make? They're just little things. You're forgetting about the important stuff here. I mean, like, all of a sudden...
I'd like to call for another vote.
Hey, I'm talking here!
You're sitting here pulling stories out of thin air. I mean, what are we supposed to believe? I'm telling you, if this guy was sitting ringside at the Dempsey-Furpo fight, he'd be trying to tell us that Furpo won. I mean, look, what about the old man? Are we supposed to believe that he didn't get up and run to his door and see the kid tearing down the stairs 15 seconds after the killing? He's only saying he did to be important?
Where was his bedroom again?
Down the hallway somewhere. I thought you knew where everything was. I thought you knew everything, but you don't remember that?
No. Mr. Foreman, I'd like to take a look at the diagram of the apartment.
Oh, why don't we have him run the trial over again so you can get everything straight, huh?
Mr. Foreman?
I heard
Now,
you.
what's all this for? Why are you the only one in the room who wants to keep seeing exhibits all the time? I'd like to see this one too. And I'd like to stop wasting time!
We're going to start waiting for...
Very old man who drags one leg when he walks because he had a stroke last year and get from his bed to the front door in 15 seconds.
He said it was 20 seconds.
He said 15.
And I'm telling you, he said it was 20. What are you trying to distort the facts?
15 seconds.
How does he know how long 15 seconds is? You can't judge a thing like that.
He said 15 seconds. He was very certain about that.
He's an old man, remember? Half the time he was confused, you saw him. How can he be positive about anything?
Well, I don't know what this is going to prove. The man said he saw the boy run out.
This is the bedroom door. The length of the hall is a little over 43 feet long. I'll pace around the jurors' table 43 feet.
Look, this is insane. What's the idea of wasting everybody's time here?
According to you, it'll only take 15 seconds. We can spare that. 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 43. Would you stand right here, please? This is the door to the outside hall and stairway. It was chain locked, according to testimony. Who's got a watch for the second hand?
I have.
When you want me to start, stamp your foot. That'll be the body falling. Tie me from there.
Anyone for charades?
I have never seen anything like this in my whole life.
Come on,
Okay, I'm ready.
let's go.
I want to wait until the second hand reaches 60.
Come on now. Are you serious?
Come on. Step it up. You move twice as fast as that in court.
Oh, you move more quickly than that in the courtroom.
You think I should go faster? I will.
All right, look, can we stop all this kid stuff?
Stop!
Right.
What's the time?
15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 42 seconds. Exactly.
42 seconds.
I think this is what happened. The old man heard the fight between the boy and the father a few hours earlier. Then, while lying in bed, he heard the body hit the floor in the boy's apartment, and he heard the woman scream from across the street. He got up, tried to get to the door, heard someone racing down the stairs, and assumed it was the boy.
I think that's possible.
Anything wrong, gentlemen? I heard a noise.
No, there's nothing wrong. There was just a little argument. Everything's fine. Here, we're through with this.
What are you staring at?
Well, I guess somebody has to start things off again.
It's getting late. What'll they do? Take us out to a restaurant for supper?
How should I know?
Well, I wonder if they'll let us go home in case we don't finish this tonight. I've got a boy with mumps. He's out to here. And the wife says he looks like Khrushchev.
Pardon. This fighting. This is not why we are here to fight. We have a responsibility. This I have always thought is the remarkable thing about democracy, that we are, what is the word, notified. That we are notified by mail to come down to this place and decide upon the guilt or innocence of a man we have never known before. We have nothing to gain or lose by our verdict. This is one of the reasons we are strong. We should not make it a personal thing.
Well, if nobody has any ideas, I may have a cutie here. I mean, I haven't given it much thought, but let me throw it out on the stoop and see if the cat licks it up.
See if the cat looks it up.
Boy, it's hot.
Pardon me. Don't you sweat?
No, I don't.
That. I don't think the type of kid that he is has anything to do with the case. I think the facts should determine the outcome.
Oh, don't. I'm so sick and tired of talking about the facts. You can twist those any way you want, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly the point this gentleman has been arguing. I mean, you keep shouting at the top of your lungs and then... I'd like to be a bit younger. Oh, it's hot.
It's going to rain.
No! How'd you figure that out, Blue Eyes?
You think it'll cool things off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Boy, look at you go. It reminds me of that storm we had. It was November or something. It was right in the middle of a game. I'll never forget that game. We were down 7-6. But we're just starting to move the ball off tackle, you know what I mean? Boom! Boom! You know? Man, I'll never forget that. We had this kid, Slatter. Boy, he was a real ox. Wish I had another one like him. Oh, I probably forgot to tell you. I'm the assistant head football coach at Andrew J. McCorkle High School. That's in Queens. So anyway, we're moving real nice. You know, the line is coming apart. This Slattery, boy, I'm telling you. And then all of a sudden, it starts coming down like cats and dogs. In 2 minutes, it was mud practically up your ass. Oh, I swear, I almost bawled. You couldn't go nowhere.
I mean, I'm telling you, they're all alike. He comes over to this country running for his life. And before he even has a chance to take a big breath, he's trying to tell us how to run the show. The arrogance of this guy.
Somebody get up.
Oh, get up on this guy.
Okay? Now watch this. I don't want to have to do it again. I'm 6 or 7 inches shorter than you, right?
Yeah, that's right. Maybe even a little more.
Okay, let it be more.
Hey! That's not right!
What's the matter with you?
All right, just calm down. Nobody's hurt, right?
No, nobody's hurt.
Okay, now look at it. There's your angle, down and in. Well, that's the way I'd stab a taller man in the chest, and that's the way it was done. Now go ahead and tell me I'm wrong.
And she was making a tremendous effort to look 35 for her first public appearance. And heavy makeup, dyed hair, brand new clothes that should have been worn by a woman much younger. No eyeglasses. See if you can get a mental image.
What do you mean, no glasses?
No one wears eyeglasses to bed.
It's logical to say she wasn't wearing them while she was in bed, tossing and turning, trying to fall asleep.
How do you know?
I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm also guessing that she probably didn't put on her glasses when she turned and looked casually out the window. And she herself said as soon as she looked out, the killing took place and the lights went out a split second later. She couldn't have had time to put her glasses on.
Now wait a minute.
And here's another guess. Maybe she honestly thought she saw the boy kill his father. I say she only saw a blur.
Now how do you know what she saw? How does he know these things?